The fight scene for Fern and Lugner and Linny and Stark, beautiful. The way that they show how fast Fern's casting speed is, I think it's really cool. It's been shown since the beginning of when we met, right? Shooting that boulder through, and like the dynamic camera work with all the different blood trails happening and Fern just shooting that shit down. It's just beautiful. And then while we have the moonlit fight happening in the sky on the ground, right? On from the heavens to the earth, you got Stark pulling up, just tanking. I kind of feel bad for Linny because like Linny got robbed. Linny was doing everything and she should have won, but like Stark was like, oh, your attacks aren't heavy. I'm like, you're getting hit with the fucking axe, bro. But it's like a paper cut to him. And what's the secret of beating a strong opponent? Just keep trying. If you're alive, just get back up. Great advice. Let's see what happens today. Backstory time? Ooh, that water reflection though.
Sensei.
Okay.
フリーレン、バザルトの最後の言葉は覚えてるか？
Is it a demon guy?
あいつらは言葉で人間をたぶらかす。
Demon.
あいつらは言葉を話すだけの魔物に過ぎない。私が魔族と呼ぶ者たちの正体だ。あいつらは卑怯だ。ならば私たちはそれ以上の卑怯者になればいい。
When they go low, we go high? No, we go lower. Again, an absolute solution for an absolute evil makes sense.
魔族を根絶やしにできるのなら、お命を着よ。
Okay. A powerful mage. Lugner's done. Bro can't even regen.
これであなたたちの計画は失敗です。
だがフリーレンは無事では済むまい。
You sure?
様と戦っているはずだ。
They think she's weak.
前回は勇者一行のせいで撤退を。今はもう彼女を守る勇者たちは存在しない。
Okay.
フリーレンは我らの脅威だ。だが魔力はアウラ様に遠く及ばず、面から戦えばフリーレンは必ず負ける。
I guess there was no need to show the full powers when they met last time, right? Because again, the entire point of this episode is to showcase what? How do we beat demons? What is the true magic that is used to kill demons? We'll find out. Nah, she'd win. Unless she could win for sure. Yep. Like, I don't find Frieren to be a character that goes in thinking, yeah, with the power of friendship we'll win. I feel like she only would pick this battle if she was 100% certain.
いつだってやつ。早々のフリーレンは我らを証明。なんだこの違和感。小娘の脆弱な魔力。私は確か
Why is that? Why is that, huh?
だがなぜ魔力切れを起こさず。
Maybe we're hiding it.
そうか。
Nani? Demonic! Underhanded!
フリーレンも同じなんだな。卑怯者め。
We're the underhanded cowards. Well, yeah, you know what? You're right. We have to be more underhanded. We have to be more cowardly because your fucking species are the pinnacle of underhandedness. So we gotta go even lower. Smurf. Make you think that you're stronger and then boom! Gotcha!
卑怯者め。お前たちは。
Nah. Throw that pride away. Because I would assume that mages are very prideful. They want to make sure that they drive a Bugatti. They got a Lambo. They want to flex their aura and let them all know, look how powerful my mana is. But if you're fighting demons, we got to hide the Lambo. We got to drive our Honda Civics. We got to have our Toyota Corolla. We got to have these shitty ass beater cars and then we pull up with the fucking bazooka. Poor elves. Basalt, the throne. Every time we meet a new, you know, some sort of unit, some high-ranking unit of the Demon King's army, it gets me so excited. Because like the 7 Maleficent Sages, General of Demon King's army, like I want... Basically, like, Demon King's dead, obviously, but I just want, like, more dudes like Qual to pull up, right? People who are alive right now, just like Aura, to pull up in Season 2 and to, like, pose as a threat.
率いて集落を潰しに来たってところか。来たのはお前か？そこの死にかけ。
Frieren did it. This is when they first meet? This mana.
すごい強いだろ。魔族と正面から戦ったのか。くだらねえ。とんだバカだな。
She just brute
どう
forced
して正
it.
面から隠れる不意打ちする。いくらでも選択肢はあるだろう。魔法使いの気持ちはわからね
わかるはずだ。
Frame is very shrewd.
は私の気持ちがわかるはずだ。あなたの方がはるかに強い魔法使いだから。
She gets it. Even though obviously, right, this column of mana pillars showing Frieren is thicker, wider, girthier. She understands. You're smurfing right now, aren't you? Real recognizes real.
え。どうし
なんとなく。
Just intuition. You just have that aura. This is how Frame and Frieren meet. She picks her up.
女子供も皆殺し。
守れなかった。私、
本当にバカだな。私がお前の
下ろして。
下ろさない。お前には才能がある。私の弟子、それに分かっているはずだ。私が通りかからなければ集落も守れなかった上に死ぬところだったんだ。文字通り無駄死にだ。
Interesting. Everything that she says is like, why would you keep fighting? Why don't you just run away? I'll just run away. Kind of like paints her as a coward, right? But like Frame's like entire thing, she doesn't really like flaunt her wealth or power. She's very like careful. She's very pragmatic. She goes low when they go low. And she's willing to escape and sacrifice everybody. It's not really sacrificing, it's just like saving your own skin first. But even then, she decides to save Frieren and take her in because I guess the potential of a strong apprentice is like more, I guess, appealing than just like her own gains. But then again, this could be still her own gains because she's getting a really strong apprentice.
守れなかった上に死ぬところだったんだ。文字通り無駄死にだ。追っ手だな。お前が
Demons?
殺し
Stronger? Ooh.
面
Scary.
白いよなこいつら。直前闇討ちする気満々だったくせ。魔法使いとわかるや否や堂々と姿は。
They hide their mana too! So we have to be more
ど
cunning.
いつもこいつもくだらねえ魔法への誇り。
人間の魔法使い
Oh, it's a girl.
そのエルフの女を置いていけ。
くれんのか。
エルフを皆殺しにしろ。それが魔王様の命令だ。
What the Demon King got against the elves? Well, they're a powerful race with innately just strong mana and potential for magic. They oppose as a threat. Therefore, they need to be wiped out. I guess that makes sense.
王様の命令だ。お前の命などどうでも。
フリーレン、私は強い魔法使いの気持ちが痛いほどこいつらの気持ちも手に取るようにわかるさ。今まで研鑽してきた自信と信頼。
Know thy enemy.
要するに無断だ。
Woo! Flamade! Done? Just one AoE boom.
フリーレン、お前と違ってこいつらは私を雑魚と判断したらしい。
Silence, demon! Demon opinion rejected. Holy fuck. Not as insane as One Punch Man scale of destruction, but still, she just blew them away, huh?
でこいつらは私を雑魚と判断したらしい。卓越した魔法使いだったが、些
But
細な油断で命を落と
the
し
ego and the pride.
海外に扮して
Yeah.
強さを誤認する。
た。そうだ。
This is a true
相
mana.
手が認識した魔力の誤差、誇り高き魔法を愚弄した卑怯で最低な戦い方だ。
But you know what? Even dogs have pride. But when you die, that's it. Pride is often worthless. I think that pride and ego, it's a very dangerous thing where you do need some. I think everything exists in some sort of spectrum where there's like a productive and an optimized way of utilizing such things. But once it gets so bad that it becomes not helpful, but a hindrance, it's bad. So to use this against them, in a game that they're playing, by the way, we wouldn't need to do this if they weren't such underhanded pieces of shit to go and play their game and beat them at it. I think that is respectful. I think that's actually really cool. Rather than, you know, feeling like, oh my god, we're so shameful for hiding our powers. There's more context to it than that. Play to win. They lie with words, we lie with magic. You know what? That's a pretty good one. I feel like that's like a comment that would just get so many fucking votes in like a random Reddit thread or like the episode, you know, like discussion post. The craziest thing is I can't really tell if Frieren's depressed or not. Her entire village just wiped out, only survivor. But it's still so neutral, you know? There's no tears or crying, no nothing. It's just poker face the entire time. Oh, water bug. Yo, they fucking? Is he getting a ride off his homie's back or are they fucking right now? She won't call him sensei. Yo, Eren Yeager. The Titans killed my mom. I will kill all the Titans. Genocide. Hiding mana. Less than 10%. More. Condense it more. Forever. Yeah, but your entire life is different from her entire life. Alright. It's time, Aura. Are you ready? I don't think she's ready. The tactical belly button opening. You know, I've been thinking about what possible reason could they open up this vulnerable spot. Why would they ever do this? Because it's, you know, booba girl, you know, RPG fucking armor. I get it. But I've been really thinking, I've been really trying to understand why would they show the belly button. They do this in the other shows like Mugen Gacha, Sasha, you know, the elf girl, she also has that. And my only conclusion at this point is it actually is fan service, but productive fan service in combat. Horny dudes or girls would be distracted by the belly button. Yes, it is a vulnerability and an opening, but basically, by using it as a bait and a distraction, they're caught off guard and then it gives you an advantage. Do I really believe what I'm saying right now, though? No, I don't. I'm just trying to do mental gymnastics. Can you? May them rest in peace. Right. They were mentioning yesterday, right? Last episode. Liberating them, purifying them, cleansing them from aura takes a lot of mana. So she should be nerfed right now. Ooh, the soundtrack. Submission, whatever you want. I feel like there's gotta be so many dojins where Aura loses the battle here and gets submitted, and then, like, you know, the rest is history. Maybe like Qual will be like giving Aura back shots now that I think about it, you know? Some big demon monsters, big fucking orc, just an aura. Anyways. And in that way, maybe Frieren's end for Aura is a more merciful and peaceful one than what those dojins would have thought of. You know, the other day I thought... I'm getting really off topic right now. I'm gonna get banned for this. I gotta say what I say really carefully. So, punishment by death, right? Killing a criminal, death sentence, that is the most absolute, for sure. because we are punishing the criminal with the most absolute end for you, death. Get it? Got it. Because killing bad, got it. But if there's a tier list of what is more traumatic, more evil, I think that people would categorize rape above death, right? Yeah. Okay, so stick with me, okay? We are all together so far. We have now acknowledged that sentence by death exists, but that rape is worse. So then I saw a tweet, somebody questioning, why don't we... I'm sure you can finish the sentence if you really thought, what about where I'm going?
アウラの絶大な魔力があってのこと。魔力は基本的に鍛錬を通じて溢れ
Strong,
出すアウラの
thick,
魔力から伝わってく
girthy.
る。
She's flexing
アウラ
that.
500の
Woo!
その生涯のほとんどを鍛錬
Great
に費やしたこと。
How old are we though?
魔族の中で
We got 500 though.
体外の魔力の量だけでもこれ。それでも魔族は魔力を包み隠さないし。
They don't want to. They have to flex it. It's just dick fucking comparison test every time.
アゼリューゼ。先生。
I was getting really into it. Come on. All right, another flashback.
先生。魔族ってずる賢いんだよね。なんで先生
They want to flex their wealth, you know? Look at my watch. Look at my car.
世界といっても人類と戦うための最低限組織に必要なものって何だ。
Power, influence,
秩序。
fear.
要は組織をまとめる偉いやつが必要ってことだ。例えばこの国の連中は偉いやつが決まる。あの宮殿から出てきたみんな。
Yeah, it looks like it. Damn, look at the bling. Look at the aura that he exudes. And obviously the people behind him carrying this stuff. I love how there's just scrolls. Not a single grimoire or book inside. Everything is just scrolls.
人の偉さは分かりづらい。だからああやるようにする。
The monkeys want to put the monkey clothes on to let the other monkeys know, look at me. Look how important I am. Ooh. That's why my white t-shirt, bro, this has aura. This is aura right here. Because, yeah, I could spend a lot of money. I could flex the money and buy fancy clothing and show you guys, look at the fancy clothes I'm wearing. But no, I choose to wear a simple white t-shirt. Because the simplicity in this, I'm basically frame, bro. I'm hiding my wealth and power. I'm wearing just a plain white t-shirt. She's wearing a plain white robe. I don't need to flex this shit. I'm hiding it.
着飾って見た目で分かるようにするんだ。
魔族は違うの。
やつ
I'm just lazy as fuck? No. I'm efficient as fuck. It takes skill to be lazy. I don't think people understand. Just like my one-take videos on YouTube where I record, don't edit. I don't stumble. I keep going one flowing thought. And then I end the recording and I fucking slap a shitty ass thumbnail that takes 10 seconds to make and I pop that on YouTube. And you know what? It does. I'm doing pretty well for myself. It takes effort to be lazy. It takes skill to be lazy. To be lazy and to get away with it, there is a skill involved. Basically, I don't have to fucking worry about some other clothing, right? Every day, wasting time of what shirt am I gonna pick? Nah, just fucking white t-shirt. Let's go.
奴らは自分たちが魔物だった頃
Before they couldn't
強い
speak?
奴が偉いんだ。
Or could speak.
人よりずっと分かりやすい。
They're unga bungas. Cavemen with big rock. They want to show big rock.
奴らにとっての魔力は財産だ。尊厳そのものと言ってもいい。隠密の手段としてことはあっても、常日頃から魔力を制限する。どこぞの貴族がお忍びで城下町に降りてくるのと。
They're so captured by the hierarchy, man. That's why they need a true Sigma demon. A true Sigma demon that doesn't care about the existing hierarchy and will hide their mana and basically do their own thing. But the people in the animal kingdom, they all have to flex their mana to be like, I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm this. Nah, the fact that you already played into that fucking tribe mentality means you already lost.
で城下町に降りてくるのと見落とすのとじゃ全く違う話だろ。そして魔力の低い連中に尊厳が与えられるほど魔族の世界は甘くない。だから力の強い魔族、奴らにとっては常に魔力を制限するメリットなんてか。
In fear of being disrespected by their own species, they flex and flaunt their mana which actually in turn is their downfall. It's kind of poetic, isn't it? A group of people that wants to constantly tell each other and signify their power, their status. But that itself is their downfall. It's beautiful.
魔力を制限するメリットなんて皆無だし、そもそもそんな発想すらな。
They
人
are.
が地位や財産に縛られている。奴らは魔法を誇りに思い、誰よりも魔法が
I hope in season 2 there's a Sigma demon. One of the 7 Maleficent sages, the Sigma. He hides the mana. He's been smurfing and just downplaying and been hiding this entire time, secretly training, and now he comes out.
に思い、誰よりも魔法が好きなのに、己の魔力すら自由にできる。フリーレン、魔族じゃなくてよかったな。
そうを欺ける。
魔力の制限を始めてから3年
Already 3.
いなかったな。
And I'm sure that the expectations that Frame has on Frieren might be gapped by the expectations that Frieren had in Fern. Maybe that's a crazy thing to say, but I feel like Fern was also a really big natural in hiding this shit. Beautiful sunset.
だいぶ様になってき
No!
まだ魔
Baba!
法は
突然どうしたの先生。ほどほどかな。
昔魔法が
たった50年前。
Only 50.
そう結局私はお前に言った復讐のための魔法だ
Damn, she built a killer.
後悔しているの。
お前に私の魔法を託してよかったと思うお前の長い寿命ならいつか魔王を倒せる
And
ほ
she
どの
did.
高みにたどり着ける
She trained a cold, ruthless demon slayer and unleashed it upon the world, and hey, we did do that.
高みにたどり着けるフリーレン一つ頼みがある
Mm.
私の墓の周りは花畑にしてくれ
似合わないね。
フリーレンの一番好きな魔法は
And that's why she's so obsessed with it. She loves spamming the flower magic.
教えてくれてな魔法が好きになったきっかけ
Okay.
その魔法を教えてよ。
いいかフリーレン歴史に名を残そうなんて目立たず生きろ
Hmm.
名を残すのは魔王をぶっ殺す時だ
Wow. Well said. Your legacy is gonna happen whether you like it or not. Just focus on being low key. Live inconspicuously. Don't matter about the clout or the recognition you'll get. Just lock in and do your thing and everything else will settle itself. And it's kind of funny now to think about how Frieren goes around collecting all these stupid magic. Seeing people naked. Magic that, you know, or like potions or whatever, you know, that gets rid of clothes, right? All the stuff, the random slice of life magic that we've been collecting up till now, it's just like, yeah, I guess that's really fun. But then you remember that in the beginning, she's just been built as a genocidal killer. For like 50 plus years, all she's been learning is about just killing magic, just like offensive magic, magic for battle. So now she's like this retired, you know, elf that's like enlightened and way more or less edgy and angsty, collecting chill magic and living her best life. Great development.
歴史に名を残そうなんて考えるなよ目立たず生きろのは魔王をぶっ殺す時だ
You know, there's like a line, I don't know who said it, maybe I'm making it up in my own mind right now, but the harder that you try to leave a mark on history, the more that you'll embarrass yourself. In fact, that mark on history will be a mark of your failures. I feel like a lot of people are so obsessed with, you know, being remembered, leaving a legacy, that they chase fame and clout and all these different things in the wrong way. They're more outcome-based focused rather than having a good time and building something that you're proud of, where the legacy is a byproduct, right? It's like the mark that you leave on history and how you will be remembered should simply be a byproduct of you living your best life. But the more that you fixate on I need to be remembered, I need to be viral, I need to be Forbes 30 out of 30, and then You know what? You will make a mark on history, except it's going to be about your failures. You're going to have video documentaries about the rise and the fall of this person, how this person got canceled, how, you know, stuff like that. So, like, don't be desperate. Just chill and live your fucking life, and everything else will settle if it's meant to be. Flowers, Frieren. Does this count as a bed of flowers? Yeah, it's a field of flowers. In the civilization, you know, years pass by, we're gonna see cute snowman. Okay, what the fuck? Huh? Why does snowman got 3 arms? Why is the 3rd arm poking out of the crotch area? What's going on here? What's going on with his nose too? New Frieren drip unlocked? Oh, the soundtrack. Now we got books, no more scrolls. Aww. And then houses get bigger and better. Here we go. Some castle wall structures. Centuries passing. Still grinding. Still locked in. The hero party. Yeah, baby. There we go. The first encounter. Nah, she underplaying it. But that's the thing. She was told to be underplaying. What's she gonna say? Nah, that I've been fucking locked in grinding for my eventual encounter with the Demon King? Nah, I'm just chilling.
どう思う？あいた。魔力は私の5分の1といったところです。
Boy. You know who else is also really nonchalant and not really self-serving? Hyder. Hyder constantly has been the butt of the jokes, you know, willing to make sure that he is sacrificed for the, you know, the vibes of the group. He never overplays himself. He's also very nonchalant and chill and very humble. Boy.
君は僕が出会ってきたどの魔法使いよりも強い。
How can you tell? Vibes.
なんとなくだ。
Nah, he just horny. He's just horny. He can't feel the mana. He can't sense anything. There's no intuition that like she's hiding the mana. He's just like, damn, wood. Down bad.
なんとなくだ。
Whoa. All the different events that happened. Let's see. Versus the dragon. Yo, they bought the same dragon? No, it's a different red dragon. Qual? Cool. Aura? Oh, shit? Yo, he cut Aura's titties? they fucking ganged up on Aura? Okay, alright. The Hyder just fucking going like this in the corner. That's kind of fun. Looking at the Demon King's castle maybe at the end. Yeah. Dude, someone was trying to say that like, okay, you know how I basically said, why the fuck does every Demon King castle live on the edge of a fucking cliff with like a red moon and dark lighting and like fucking lightning strikes, right? And someone was like, actually, there's a good reason, because tactically it is smart to position your castle at a cliff so that when you do a siege, you close off all the actions and there's only one. Okay, all right. You know what? You're right. Actually, you're right. In a siege behavior, when was the last time we saw a fucking siege though? Have we ever seen a Demon Lord utilize their position in their Demon King castle in a fucking war in a siege? Have we ever? No! I think it's as simple as aura. Aesthetics. Wow. A castle at the top of a cliff in a dark area with a red moon. That's just really cool. I think that this tactical siege narrative is an afterthought of like, yeah, that makes sense. But the more important thing is, how cool does it look to fight a fucking Demon King castle at the edge of a cliff? I think it's that simple. Ooh. Here we go. Let's weigh the souls. Which one's bigger? Dick contest. Yeah, we will, won't we?
そうそう。80年ほど前に初めて表舞台に姿を現し、勇者いた 謎に満ちた年齢不詳のエルフの魔法
They got no clue about her, huh?
がどれだけ長く生きた魔法使いかなんてどうでもいいが全てを物語っている
She doesn't know!
手に取るようには
She doesn't
あ
know!
なたはもう魔力自体はそれほどでもない
It's like pulling up to like a car race and Aura has like a Lambo or a Ferrari. Wow, supercar. And Frieren pulls up in a shitty ass fucking, I don't know, bro, like a Honda Civic. But it's like a turbocharged Civic. It's like, yeah, the skin outside, it looks pretty shitty. It's scrappy, but the engine inside, it is custom modded.
あなたは優秀な魔法使い自体は
Yeah, Frieren with the sleeper build,
観
yep.
念を積んだのはせいぜい合わせて100年80年前と大して変わっていない
She was hiding
魔
it!
力かそれともダラダラと生きていたのか、どちらにせよ僕を呼ばない
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It's kind of crazy that she fucks around here and actually doesn't show her true mana just yet. Like, I wouldn't fuck around with that. I would think like the calculation of this magic happens like right here and it's over. It's kind of crazy to think she waited. What are you gripping? What the fuck is this character acting? What are you doing? Wait, who who does that? Wait, what? I see why Aura is a very popular character, other than her little bratty correction needed vibes. Okay, I see you. Fondling that shaft. Ooh.
私のあとはこの私直々に
That
あ
back
なたの
though.
首を落としてあげるこれならフリーレンの魔力を消耗させるまでもなかったわ
She was cautious. I was a bit too cautious, she says.
しすぎた不死の軍勢もだいぶやられちゃったし、後で補充しないなんだ天秤がフリーレン
Big dick time! Big dick time!
私の魂を天秤に乗せた。正直このまま軍勢の物量で押されていたら危なかったけれど、自分の魔力に自信を持っていてよかった。
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. She might have actually lost if she forced her entire army, but the pride of a demon and how it's just like she thinks she's her, that's her problem.
危なかったけれども、お前が自分の魔力に自信を持っていてよかった。
どういうこと？
はずだ。
The scale.
私
Wait.
は魔力を制限して。
Wait.
お前は見誤ったんだ。
そんなはずはないが見逃すはずがない。
Yo, the scales are changing
あ
though.
なたの魔力には制限特有の不安定さもあった。
魔族はそこまで正確に魔力を観測できる。
Wow. Wait a minute, hold up.
私が見逃すはずがない。あなたの魔力
Missing the characteristic unsteadiness. The tile. Oh. Shit. Okay. That. Like, people that try to hide their mana in a shitty way, it's so obvious. It's gonna fluctuate. That's why it's so important that you have to hone in and do wipe on, wipe up, Karate Kid style like training for that many years. And because Frieren did that, that's how she can't tell. Okay, okay. I'll give more like, I guess, homework points for Aura.
あなたの魔力には制限特有の不安定さも
Okay.
わずかな分。
魔族はそこまで正確に魔力を観測できたみたいだ。私は生きてきた時間の
The moment she hears Sensei? Who's Sensei? What? Who taught you what? The sweat. The little bead of sweat in the... I was just waiting for her face to like change. There it is. Up until now, she's just been like... She just been bratty the entire time and now it's just like... Oh, Sensei? You thank you, Falcon, for the 3-month. Appreciate it.
先生のやり方は正しかった。私は生きてきた時間のほとんどを魔力を制限して過ごした。この状態が自然になる。
バカじゃない。
Nah, no way, no
なんでそん
way.
なわけのわからないこと。
The 7 stages of grief. And she can't believe it. There's no way. What are you talking about?
そうだね。バカみたいだ。でもお前たちに。
It is.
私は500年以上生きた大魔族だ。
前にいるのは
Damn!
以上生きた魔法使いだ。
Look at the mana! Not even close! Oh! Big dick! Boom! The scale! Boom!
魔族が言葉で人を欺く。
We
お前は
deceive
魔
with
力で魔
magic.
族を欺くんだ。
That's right.
アウラ
Now, that was a much more friendly, localized version of what that means, but a little bit of kill yourself, a little bit of KYS, a little bit of end your life.
自害しろ
Oh my god. But she's so hot though. She's so hot though. Do we have to kill her? No. No. Oh, beheaded. And the last thing she sees is just Frieren in the distance, man, just blurring out. And you know what? She fucking deserves it. Rip Bozo, you have been collecting an army of people whose heads are cut off. Like you fucking, what's the thing, you know, the what's it called? The Twisting Disney Wonderland, you know, the Red Queen, remember that? The heart of, the Queen of Hearts or whatever, her thing's like off with their head, right? So for her to literally end her own life, being told to end her own life, a person who subjugates others, I think it's a very poetic ending. This episode was actually so hype. I think it was actually more hype than last episode, which was an all-out Sakuga fest with Stark and Fern overcoming their demons, right? This episode, I remember watching it for the first time. It's like, where are they going with this? There's no crazy fights happening. They're just doing backstories, but then it's like it's building up, and it's building up to this idea of hiding the mana. Hiding the mana and honing it and refining it such that we have specifically demon killing magic. Demons lie with their worth, but we lie with our mana. And specifically for someone like Aura, she gets countered so hard by it because her entire thing is, let's do a fucking dig comparison. Who is bigger, you or me? And Frieren, she's a grower. She doesn't come in just hard. She's limp, flaccid for like 1,000 years and then boom, unleashes everything deserved. I think that this episode was phenomenal. The soundtrack was so fucking good. And Flame, love to see more of her. I forgot what kind of character she was and the flashbacks that like entailed what she was about. I want to get more of her. And I want to get more of the like the demon generals and like the demon sages too. They're really fun. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlist for even more content. And until next time, take care.